Focus on What Matters by Darius Foroux. Section 1, Managing Your Emotions. Letter 1 Summary. On what you control. What I learned from Stoicism is that time is your most valuable resource. All you need to be more conscious of how we spend our time. Without accepting that we don't control most things in life, we can never have lasting happiness. Getting concerned with things outside of control is a habit. Things are the way they are, and we need to deal with them. Our best bet is to make our lives better now. Start the circle small, go to bed a little bit stronger mentally and physically. It's good to practice indifference to things that are outside of your control but do impact your happiness. Letter 2, on protecting your mood. The Stoics had a great way to deal with this issue. They believed in being compassionate but remaining cautious of another person's energy. To a Stoic, their own sanity is more important than feeling someone else's pain. You can be there for someone, show sympathy and express your understanding, but as a Stoic, you should never forget what's correct judgment. A Stoic respects other people's emotions. In order to protect your mood, try not feeling responsible for how others feel. Focus on yourself and be the best person you can be. If others need your help, you can be there for them. Letter 3, on motivating yourself. When you're lost, unfocused, or lacking motivation, grab a book about a topic you're interested in and start learning. Too often, people assume you need some kind of higher aim in life to be functional. If you're not like people who work on specific larger-than-life goals, we think our life is useless. That's not true. If you don't have a higher purpose, you can make the pursuit of knowledge your purpose. When you make an effort to acquire knowledge, you nourish your spirit. Learning gives you energy, and even if you don't use every single thing you learn, it is still better for your soul. Letter 4, on dealing with anxiety. As Epictetus once said, if you want to make progress, stop feeling anxious about things. It's really difficult to live a happy and peaceful life if you feel anxious all the time. I think it helps if we accept that a little bit of anxiety is a normal part of life. The key to success is to practice detachment. You see, anxiety is always about fear. We fear the reality is different than our expectations, but reality doesn't have to match our expectations for us to feel less anxious. Things may not work out the way you want. When you choose not to be anxious, you do it in spite of your unfulfilled expectations. What you lose is what you pay for the peace of your mind. At some point, you will accept that life is what it is. Letter 5, on protecting yourself from disappointments. Avoid disappointment, just keep focusing on what you can control, your actions and your beliefs. You couldn't afford to get disappointment. The best way to avoid that is always focus on what you control. It's not worth it to get angry. Soon we will not be here anymore. Ultimately, Stoicism challenges us to think about the long-term impact of our actions. If we do things we will later regret, we only create inner turmoil, and that's not good for you. Letter 6, on the cure for fear. Cease to hope and you will cease to fear. But hope serves a purpose. As Dalai Lama said, I find hope in the darkest of days and focus on the brightest of days. Just have faith in future and then forget about it. Avoid looking into the future for too long. When you notice that you strongly want things to happen, become aware of your thoughts, correct your self-talk. This is really important because the way you talk enforces your beliefs. Everyone start wondering instead of hoping if you do not follow this principle. Instead of saying, I hope I get a new job, say, I wonder what my new job will be. Letter 7, on giving yourself a break. It's actually about dealing with your anger. Anger, if not restrained, is frequently more hurtful to us than the inquiry that it provokes. This is just emotionally true, there are also physical implications to it. Let's be real. Every time you get angry, you're only harming yourself. Things that make you angry are often less hurtful than the effect of the anger on your body. Observe your behavior. Instead of getting angry, become aware of the shortness of life. Realize that most things are not worth getting angry over. Laugh it off. Life will be better that way.